What's going on, YouTube? I got a project today that I've been dying to do. I bought a 16 by 6 cattle trailer a couple months ago, and the floor is kind of rotten in it, and the strap that runs down the middle of it that the floor hooks to is broke off, needs welded back on. So I've just been dying to get to this because if you've been following along on my shorts, you would have seen that our Longhorn that we have is a fence jumper, which I do not have the time or money to keep up with. So I need to get this trailer ready because she is going to the butcher.
Hello.
She's going to the butcher and we're gonna get meat for the rest of the year from her. And yeah, I bought this trailer. I think it's 2,700 bucks.
Show them it.
I already did.
Show them.
I think it was 2,700 bucks. A couple $100 into a floor and new wiring, then I still have a pretty cheap cattle trailer as far as I'm concerned. And it looks good, works good. So yeah, here we go. I gotta put her in the shop and then I can do some welding and pull the floor out. Here we go. All right, here it is. Floor's a little, probably not cow worthy. There's rust up the sides down at the floor level, so we got our work cut out for us today, for sure. So, here we go. All right, old floor's out. All the little fasteners sticking up that I had to pry the boards off of. I'm probably just gonna cut them out. Probably just gonna cut them off with the grinder and not deal with even trying to twist them out or anything. So, after looking at the amount of rust in here, I'm not too worried about it. I was a little worried that it would be structurally bad and I would have to weld some crazy stuff in it, but it looks like I'm just gonna have to patch this back part where it's coming down. It's obviously supposed to have this tubing that runs all the way across, it looks like. That's totally rotted out, but I think if I just weld some angle back here, make this come back up, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be just fine with that. Grinder time. This is going way quicker than I thought it was going to. I'm going to throw a new disc on my grinder and try to clean up some of this rust around here. And then I'm gonna hit it with the rust converter spray. And then I'm going to, I need to go get a broom first. I'm gonna go get a broom, sweep all this crap out of here, take a little bit better look at what the corrosion looks like. We'll be back. I'm gonna go get a broom. All right, I'm back with the broom. It's definitely not the best broom for the job, but I can't use the small one because it's the inside broom, whatever that means. I don't know. All right, now we need to Do some of this welding here. All right, so I just figured, I figured out a way to just go ahead and weld some angle iron back here. This whole back piece was what looked like square tubing that has just rotted out, but this piece is still real good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and weld a piece of angle to that, and then weld this center strap to that, and then just do the same thing for these other runners that have kind of broke away. So I think it'll be okay. Just we'll see. So it'll be okay as long as my welding skills are still okay. Now, fire up this welder. That will probably reach. I don't know if that will. Yeah, it'll reach. Here we go. All right, I like it. I like it. Everything that I'm gonna weld is welded up, and that was just these back three little stringers here. So now I'm gonna scrape all the excess rust and crap off of here, off of the edges where it's got some buildup and nastiness, and then we're going to be ready for paint, I think, finally. So here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Battery died on me, but I got everything primer coated that I wanted to. It was basically just all of these floor, all of the stringers and stuff that run along the floor. Kind of looks like crap because the whole inside's red and it's black 6 inches up, but at least it'll stop the rust. Stop the rusting until we can get this thing fully back to its glory days. Now I think I can start measuring boards. There's some curved boards up at the front that I thought were gonna maybe suck a little bit to cut, but I'm just gonna take the old ones and make a template. So it shouldn't be too bad. I bought a bunch of 12-foot boards just to cut in half because I think that was the cheapest route to go. I used pressure treated 2x8s. I was gonna use 2x12s, and now seeing that there's so many straps going across and lengthwise, I probably could have done that. But I think going the 2x8, 2x8 pressure treated way versus the 2x12 pressure treated way was significantly cheaper. 2x12s are stupid expensive, but I got these 2x8 12 footers for I think 15 bucks a board, and I bought 13 boards. So whatever that comes out to be, I think my total was like 250 bucks with those 3 cans of paint. And then I bought the hardware, some self-tapper trailer decking floor hardware from Amazon for, I don't remember what the price was. I'll look it up and I'll put it right here when I edit the video. But I'm gonna start dragging some boards in and get them cut up and see how she fits. They fit. Fit. For anyone wondering, I have sawhorses, but they're out in the barn, and I don't want to go all the way out there and get them. It's looking nicer already. It's looking good. So I think with having to jam that backboard in there so hard, I really wanted to start in the front because that's where the curved boards are, but I think I'm just gonna have to rip one down in the middle somewhere. That's what I'm gonna have to do. We'll see. We'll figure it out when we get there. All right, now we're getting into the precision part of it. Very, very, very precise stuff here. And by precise, I mean just winging it and eyeballing it. Because these aren't the same size as the ones that came out. So we gotta kind of put them together and do a little guessing and hope it works out. The first piece worked out okay. Check the second piece out. So that wound up being right on the money somehow. I don't know. Worked out. I'll show you so you know I'm not BSing. But yeah, it looks pretty good so far. A couple rust holes up there, don't worry about that. We'll patch those up someday. We're just worried about the floor today. Okay, so we'll just keep doing that because it's working. Got some normal ones now. I think normal ones will slide in. I'm back. As much as I didn't want to come back outside because my clothes are soaking wet from sweat and it's hot out, but I want to get this thing wrapped up. I was planning on doing the wiring today. I don't know if I want to do that. Part of me is like, just stay out here and get it done. And then the other part of me is like, we could just do it another time. I try not to listen to that part. I'm gonna get the rest of these floorboards cut. And then I'm probably gonna do the wiring today. Might as well. It's about 11 something now. I've only been working on this about 3 hours. I've gotten way farther than I thought I would. So might as well keep it rolling. One board short. And I have another 2x8, but it's not pressure treated. I don't want to use it. I'm gonna gap them all out and put about a bolt space in between all of them and see if that closes the gap enough to be normal. I think it might. Ooh, look at that. Dang, that looks good. Gap's closing up. Biscuit. This looks way better than before. It looks insane. It feels way better too. It feels sturdy. Feel like I can haul some goats and haul some cows around. And that's the point. I hope you learned something, even if it's what not to do. Don't pick me apart in the comments too bad for wearing my safety squints instead of my safety glasses. And I think that's all. That's all for today. I'm about to go in and take a shower and take a nap, I think. That's what you're supposed to do on Saturdays. So, yeah. I love how it turned out. See you next time.